What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome to the first episode of the FIFA Street World Tour. Play with the best at ufifa.com to get a discount on all your FIFA points and coins. Use the code TVM at checkout. The link is in the description. So not only is this a first episode, but we're treating it as a pilot. So if you guys want to see more of it, you need to hit the like button to give me some indication that you actually want to see it. Also, you can leave comments as well if you want to see certain things or you don't want to see certain things, etc, etc. As you can see, we're in Wales. We've done Wrexham and Aberystwyth already because I'd already started this without the intention of making a series out of it. But I asked you guys the other day, would you like to see a series? And we had a fairly decent response, nearly 200 likes or so. So I thought, well, that was good enough to get started. As you can see, we are our own club in World Tour. If you're unfamiliar with this game, it is FIFA Street 4 on the Xbox 360. I'm playing on the Xbox 360. You can get it on the PS3, of course. And we are playing against, for the lack of it, I think it's Stallions. I think I'm going to call them the red team, though. Now, let's just call them the Stallions. So that's me right there, my own personal player. I'm not like the kind of guy to get the ball in my own half and to dribble through every single player and to score a goal. I will pass, but obviously when the opportunity arises, I will go on it and score a goal. The kits are all different at the moment because that's what happens in the early stages. You have to get through your first tournament before you get any sort of sponsorship to get the same kits as the rest of your teammates. So the point of the whole thing is to go around the entire world and beat everybody and win all these major tournaments and level up your players as you go. Unfortunately, I don't think you can sign actual players within the World Tour. I'm not quite sure whether you'll ever come up against people, because I can't remember the last time I played this, so I'm not really sure whether we'll eventually come up against like Madrid or Barcelona or any international teams or anything like that. You can play like Liverpool, Madrid, Barcelona, PSG, whatever, if you know, in the normal mode, or even online if the servers are still open, which they're probably not, let's be honest. But in World Tour, you have to build up your own players and add your own points and skills and things like that to your players. So you can see there that we don't really have... They're based on real players' names. Like we've got Rio Coca, we've got Lescott, we've got a couple of others in there that could be seen as real-life players, but they're not, just to let you know. That was a little email saying that we've basically completed Wales and we have one final tournament, which is based in Swansea. It's a 5-on-5. It's just a two-half game, 3 minutes each way, and away we go. This is the first tournament that we play in, and this is the kit that we've been assigned. Now, I will change the kit design after this game, or after the tournament, sorry, but for the time being, we are sort of having to play in the black and the dark green. I've always got sort of a yellow and blue and black colour scheme for every kit that I use, whether it be in FIFA or whether it be in PES or Football Manager or anything like that. If I ever have to create a kit for my team, it's always blue, or mainly yellow, blue and black. That is just the way that I do it, unfortunately. I don't know why, it just looks decent. So in this game currently we are 2-1 up, as you can see on the left hand side there. I believe it's 54 seconds remaining of the first half. Try something a little sexy, doesn't quite come off there. We get another opportunity with Lescott, who misses, and then the outside of the left foot like a toe poke. That is a skill finish into the back of the net to make it 3-1. Unfortunately, we couldn't quite keep them out. We're not really using a designated goalkeeper at the moment. We're chopping and changing goalkeepers every 5 minutes. So we're playing people outfield and then in goal, and we need to sort of perfect their skills. So when you rank up a player, you get skill points, and then you can add them to specific areas. So if I wanted to put dribbling on one player and then the next game decided actually I prefer him to be in goal, I can start adding goalkeeper points to him. So you can basically play anyone in any position you want. We're playing up against someone who by the name of Roxton, who looks an awful lot like Ronaldinho. He's even wearing number 10, as you can see in there down the bottom of the screen. We are 1-1 in this game, 14 seconds remaining of what I believe to be the first half, and then we sort of face up against the keeper. Rogers puts that in the back of the net. A lovely assist from me, if I do say so myself. That wasn't the first half, that was the entire game. And we're into the final against the Indians. If you read the email that was on the screen a little while ago, before the tournament started, it would say that if we finished in the semi-finals, what a finish that is, if we finished in the semi-finals, got knocked out there, we'd be seeded. So we would eventually go on, even if we couldn't end up winning the tournament. But fortunately, I've decided to turn on the skill a little bit. We're 2-0 up with 30 seconds to go in this game. Mark my words, though, there's some action left to come as we concede to the Indians into the second half of the final game, and we are 2-1 to the good. But it wasn't to last too much longer because we've just let our 2-0 lead slip. Not to be outdone, though, I've decided to put a little fancy hat-trick on that. I mean, that's a really nice finish, and the game does indeed finish 3-2. Quite lucky in the end because we came under a lot of sustained pressure. Didn't really want to show you an awful lot of that because it wasn't that exciting really, but what I wanted to do was to give you a little taste of what you can expect from the series should we go forward. What I'm going to do is essentially I would speed through Aberdeen, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Liverpool, Dublin, Birmingham. I'll show you the maybe some of the highlights from those scenarios of those venues, and then we'd go straight into the London tournament. And obviously I'll show you the ranking up and the players that we sign or the players that we upgrade and things like that as well, if that is indeed what you want to see. That's pretty much going to be it for the first episode. I would imagine that episodes from here on in would be about 10 to 15 minutes long, depending on how I structure things. But if you do want to see more, it won't be a long series. I can't remember how many sections there are in the World Tour, but I will try and sort of speed through them as fast as we can. It'll last up until, I don't know, probably about a week, maybe a week and a half, something like that. So if you want to see it, smack the like button. If you have enjoyed it, you can also do that for me as well. It does help me out a tremendous amount. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.